Hey there, hope you're doing well. Christian here with another video covering what would be days 15 and 16 of my 30-day multi-platform content creation challenge slash journey, whereby we are trying to post content on at least 2 different social media platforms on a daily basis for 30 days straight. And as far as the challenge part goes, I have not consistently been able to do that every single day. So from that standpoint, technically we failed, right? But as far as the journey goes, we just keep on going, right? I'm not gonna stop and start over just because I missed a day or two here and there. But we are essentially doing this to develop the habit that we can carry on beyond just the 30 days. And I've learned from, when I've been consistently posting on YouTube, I've been posting on YouTube every single day, nonstop since the 1st of December 2024. And the one thing that I've learned is that over time, as more time goes by where my streak gets bigger and bigger, the less likely I am to want to break that streak, right? So we're trying to develop that habit and put it across several other social media platforms to expand our reach, right? And essentially, I'm doing this and documenting the whole process, just showing what it could look like if, say, you were to try something like this, right? If you were a beginner looking to start selling digital products. Full disclosure, I'm by no means a complete beginner when it comes to digital marketing, affiliate marketing, making money online, and all that type of stuff, right? But I am no guru in any way, shape, or form, right? Okay, I'm still figuring things out like a lot of us are. So, I mean, learning as I go, right? I've been making money online consistently now for a few years now, but what I'm doing now is actually new to me, right? The whole social media thing, and like I actually suck at that, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm terrible. I'm not good at editing. I don't know I'm not familiar with all the different fancy tools you have in all the different social media platforms. So that's something that I'm learning as I go, and I'm doing that through the help of a course which I purchased called a Digital Wealth Academy, which also happens to be one of the ones that I am promoting as an affiliate, right? Which you can get access to as well if you want to. But if you're watching on YouTube, it's going to be the first link in the description below this video, along with the other. You'll be able to see all the other products, digital products that I'm promoting as well. It's probably like only 3 at the max, right? And yeah, you can get access to those yourself as well. And basically what I'm learning in those are the same strategies that I'm using to put into practice and promote all the different products that I'm currently promoting. Okay. Granted, I'm not doing it as effectively and as consistently as I could or should. But then again, this is real. The one thing that I did promise is that I'm not going to try to fake results or hide what's happening. This is something I'll tell you, right? A lot. You'll see this a lot online. A lot of people online, they will hide their results, right? They will hide what is really going on, all in an effort to give the impression that they are doing a lot better than they actually are. And then they only start showing you results when they're actually getting results, right? You always see people sharing like all the big numbers and they're making X number of dollars, blah blah blah, only when things have finally taken off, right? They don't show the build up. They don't show they don't show the work in progress. And I kind of understand that. I mean, I can understand why a lot of people will tend to do that, because they feel that by showing the fact that things aren't really happening, people are going to be less inclined to want to buy from them, right? But and I get that, right? Obviously, that obviously probably doesn't help sales, but I did promise here that I'm going to be, fully transparent and showing everything that's actually going on, right? But then again, you should also bear in mind that my results are in no way, shape, or form an indicator of exactly how things are going to be for you, right? think you may start this and do way better than me, right? You may start this and do way worse, right? As poor as the results that I'm having thus far are. And you got to remember too, we're just getting started, right? It's a slow process. It takes time, right? And that's the reason why a lot of people actually end up failing in this business, right? Not because it's rocket science or complicated. They expect results too soon, right? Everybody wants to get from point A to point Z without going through B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on until you get to C. They just want to go from A to Z, and it doesn't work that way, right? You've got to go through the obstacles, the hurdles, the struggles, the complications, the patience, and you got to go through it all, right? And then eventually, once you complete the transformation, you'll find yourself at point Z, and looking back and appreciating the hard work you put in. Okay, so that's just something to keep in mind. Don't give up too soon, right? The road to success and the road to failure are the same road. Again, the only difference is, failure, the exit to failure just happens to come a little sooner. Maybe not even a little sooner. It just happens to come a lot sooner or a little sooner. It just comes sooner before you hit the success. So keep that in mind. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into how things have looked for day 15 and 16, right? So days 15 and 16, I got back to posting on Threads. I managed to post on, I posted on YouTube as well. So at least one video on YouTube on both days. And then I also posted several comments or responded to several, at least 20 something comments on day 15 and at least 5 posts of my own on Threads, okay? And then on day 16, I think I responded to maybe 6 or 7 comments and only 3 posts, something like that. It was minimal, but at least we did quite a bit, okay? And then also I did post, I want to say 3 videos on, what was it, 2 videos? I want to say 3 videos on TikTok on between days 15 and 16. So we're starting to pick things up with TikTok, and going into the second half, we're looking to really ramp things up, right? As far as like more posts, more content on different platforms. So let's go ahead and jump into my computer, and so you can see the dashboard of what things look like between the 2 days. As far as clicks go, here we are, right? So you can see days, by the way, we started this journey on June 16th. For those of you who are wondering, that was day 1. But this is June 30th and June 11th. Those are days 15 and day 16. We had a total of 7 clicks, right? On day, so on the 30th, we had 4 clicks, and then on the 31st, on the 1st, we had 3 clicks. Now, as far as cumulative results go, so starting from the 16th all the way to the 1st, which was yesterday, we are at 34 clicks. But as you can see on the graph, things are starting to look like we are getting a little more consistent on a daily basis, consistently starting to get more than just 1 click a day like we were getting earlier on. So you can see the slow progression, right? You can see the slow progression, and hopefully we can keep this going and get to the point where we're at least getting a minimum of 10 clicks a day, right? 10 clicks a day. I don't know yet what the actual what the actual number is going to be for us to start seeing sales on a consistent basis, but my estimation, I would think a minimum of 50 to 100 clicks a day are going to be necessary, right? And these have got to be like interested clicks, right? As opposed to, some of these clicks are curious clicks and just, people who are just nosy, want to know what you're promoting and stuff like that, right? But I'd say until we get to that point where we're consistently hitting 10, 20, I'd say 50 clicks a day on a regular basis, that's when I feel like, okay, maybe I would even say 100, really. 100 clicks a day, right? I think that's the point at which sales are going to start coming on a more regular basis, okay? So until we get there, well, it's going to be a little slow, all right? If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, don't hesitate to put them in the comment section below. I will be sure to respond. And if you want to get started learning how to sell digital products yourself, go ahead and check out the link in the description below this video if you're watching on YouTube, or look at the link in my bio if you're watching on any of the other social media platforms where I will be posting this. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Ciao.